Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I just finished the video that you're about to watch, and I made a comment in there that I forgot to print out these tags. So I went ahead and printed them out when I finished, and I'm going to show them to you first, so ignore me when I say that later. All right, so this is a 12-page kit. This was requested by Gail Agustinelli and Rita Jensen to have tags that go with the pockets. So in here there are some, like this one is the same mushroom that's on one of the pockets, but some of them are different than the pockets, but I tried to find things that would go well with the pockets that are in there. And plus, just in general, like if you can't find a tag to use in this kit, yeah, I don't know, because there's all different styles. There's the Patriotic, there's old fabric, there's shabby chic, there's this rusty or grungy or whatever you want to call that. There's lace, there's purple, there's some strawberries, flowers, some raspberries. There's all kinds of stuff. This is kind of the shabby, and I know these are very close to the edge, but they are not cut off, so you can choose if you want to print with borders or something like that to make sure that none of your edges are getting cut off. But yeah, so I have all of these. So 12 pages of nothing but tags. So you should be able to find a tag, hopefully. You know how sometimes you're making a journal and you're like, oh, I just need a tag for this one last pocket or whatever. So hopefully this will help with that. Plus, they go well with all the pockets that I have in the shop. So that's them. So now on with the video. Me at Crafty Cat, and today we're going to work in the Patriotic journal. Sorry, no video yesterday. I was doing stuff for the Etsy shop. I was cutting on the Glowforge and doing some other things. So I just, by the time I got done, it was like 5 o'clock and I just was done. I was just done. So I did end up playing around and getting my signature sewn in. And that was mostly because, like I said, with the Glowforge going, I, you know, start something cutting and then I can either stand there and look at it or or do something else. So I got my signature sewn in and I was going to do that on camera with you guys. I feel bad because I haven't done one of these on camera, but I'm going to show you how I did it so that hopefully that'll help, because I've had a few questions. And I did put the topper on it. Words, my goodness. Hold on just one second. I'm going to grab my cradle. So what I do when I sew in these 3 signature journals is I use 2 big, huge clips like this. These are the Lifesaver. I get all of my pages, excuse me, frog. Get all my pages the way I want them, you know, like if you want these a little more in the middle, whatever, up or down or however, get them how I want them. And then I find my center and I clip these on, which I mean, I know most of you know because you've been doing this for a while, but there's some people that are new and they don't know. So I want to make sure that I show everybody, you know, how we do this stuff. So, and then I clip, if I can, because my hands don't work. I have to go get my hands injected again. I have an appointment for that. Not until June, though, so I get to be in agony until then. And then I put it in here. And this is not easy because obviously I'm dealing with 3 signatures. So especially now that they're all sewn in. But when they're not sewn in, I would be starting with the first one, which is in the front. And so I clip it like that. And then I take my awl and I poke a hole in the center and one there, and like one inch up, one inch down, roughly. It doesn't have to be exact. You just need to, you know, get it close. And then I just pick it up out of my cradle. The cradle helps you get your holes directly on the spine so that they're not coming out. Like I've had it happen where I've used a book or whatever and they'll poke through the cover like right there. or, you know, back at the back. And I want them right on the spine. So that's what the book cradle's for. Then I take my needle, and you can see that I have tied it there. So I start on the inside, I go out, pull it here. I go to the top. You can go to the bottom, doesn't matter. Top, push it into the inside, pull it down to the bottom, out, and back in the middle again. And then I just do a little bow. I put a little dab of glue, just barely a dot and a dot and a dot. And that's just my thing. Most people don't do that. I just like to do that. After I get my knot tied, it helps hold my string and all of that. I do 3, so I do 1 knot, 2 knots, and then tie the bow. And that's just my preference. What I do before I tie the bow, though, is I take my clips off to make sure that they're not holding my pages up away from the spine. I want to make sure it gets down snug in the spine. So then you want one of these strings on this side of the middle and one on this side of the middle underneath. Then you do 1 knot, 2 knots, bow. Okay, that's how I do it. Gail does it a little bit different. Gail Agustinelli. I mean, everybody's kind of got their thing, you know. So you have to sort of find the way you like to do it. Okay, and then I go to the next signature, which is still in this front portion, and I sew it in the same way that I did the other one. Okay, and then I go to the last signature, and I'm going to show you again because this is a little bit tricky, because now I have 2 signatures in and I'm trying to do the middle. So I come and I clamp it, just the cover, not any of the pages from the other signatures. And I clamp the cover and this signature. And then I come in here at the bottom, and I'm going bottom now because if I clamp this, then it's too fat to fit into my book cradle. But if I clamp it like that, where these 2 signatures are free to, you know, they can flap up. I know this is really hard to see. See, they're still able to flip up. Then I can put it into my cradle, and it's not a struggle. Like, the pages aren't in the way. I just set it down in there. And you kind of have to hold it, because if I let go, it can lift it up a little bit. It's not awful, though. Poke, poke, poke. Do the stitching the same way. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys that because I did have questions. I was going to do it on camera with you because I've gotten pretty good at these. They're not as hard, I don't feel like, as some other signatures, and I'm not really sure why that is. But the one thing you do have to keep in mind is when you're sewing in each signature is to try to get them even with each other if possible. I mean, you know, you don't want this one down further, so try to make your space that you leave at the top and at the bottom the same, so that they, you know, they look like they match up, basically. So when you look from the top, it all looks nice and even. Okay, so we did that, and we have some of our things in here. I put this little girl with the flag, the Tim Holtz girl, in this pocket. I used the big one somewhere else, and I just realized that needs to be glued again. See, this is why we go through our journals. A lot of people ask, why do you keep flipping through it, or why do you keep, you know, it's because you find things either that you forgot to do, or sometimes when you're flipping through, you're like, oh, I could add that, or I could do this. Yeah, so it's just one of those things. And then I added some little things that I made. I did end up keeping this little tiny file folder in here, and I just put a couple of the pieces from the Patriotic kit in there, and that's just tucked into that pocket. Still wanting to lift right here. But yeah, it's just, you know, these aren't an overnight thing. They aren't throw it together and it's done in one day. It just isn't. It's a process. So, and then it goes in there, and then I have that envelope that I altered with you guys, and there is a video for that. It's actually 2 envelopes because I stitched it right into the signature. So now it's in there. It's not coming out. And then this is one of those paper, brown paper bag pockets. And this I had, that's one of those pieces that I got from my friend Lorraine. And just old, oh, what is that thing called? Sears Roebuck, like instructions. I just made a little tag. I just liked it with that. And book page. So I did a few things. What's this? Oh, this is that guest check, that little guest check I did with the kiddos on there. I just touched that one there. I haven't put anything back there, so we'll need to do something with that. This is from, what do you call it? Like a program that you get when you go to some event. And it was 4th of July, 1954. So I thought that was pretty neat. A fireman's benefit. So that is in that tuck. And then I just added this. And this is from Bohemian Crafter. And there's a link to this kit of hers that's in her Etsy shop. And I liked that there. And so what we're going to do today is work on this. I can't decide with this one. I might just put a library pocket here because I don't want to cover up. I really love that stamp, and then it has information about George Washington. I don't know. I don't want to cover that. This one is okay. I don't really mind covering that one as much. So I have this airmail, and I'm going to cover that because, I mean, that person's not at that address anymore, but I'm just going to cover that. And then I just have another pocket I thought maybe we would put up here, just one of these little pockets. We'll go up there, and then we'll kind of decorate it up. So that's the plan. So, how are you guys? I just jumped right in, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I want to say hugs and blessings to Pamela, Kimberly, and Judy. Thank you so much for your nice comments and for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. I have quite a few new faces and, or, you know, I guess not, I don't get to see the faces, but you know what I mean. New people, and I'm very excited about that. So thank you so much for joining me. I just love getting new subscribers, and I love it when you guys comment. It makes my day. So thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you. Returning subscribers, I appreciate it very, very, very much. All right, so what I want to do, and I know I've done it a million times, so you're probably getting tired of it, but I'm going to cut this little tiny pocket open just because it's fun. I think I might have used this little pocket before, but that's okay. It's a good one with this itty bitty pocket on it. It's just fun. And I did cut it all the way like to where it would be stitched on, but that's okay. I want to see if this little tiny photo will fit in here. I think it's going to have to be trimmed a little bit. And I hate trimming it anymore because their little flags are already trimmed. This is one of the images that's in my Patriotic digital download. I just shrunk it even more. I mean, it's already itty bitty. But we're going to trim it, I don't want to lose those flags entirely to where you don't even know that they're holding flags, because what's the point of that? I might just cut that way a little bit more. We'll just cheat and make it a little bit bigger than what it actually probably should be. But we got room, so we might as well. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing good. We've had meh weather. Like today, it's just all cloudy and it rained a little bit. I mean, the rain's good, I know, especially in the spring, get your grass going and stuff, but I just would like some sunshine. There we go, that'll work now. So that'll go in that pocket. And I think I have to put that one on first because it's going to get the corner covered just a little bit. So I think it's going to go about there. Isn't that so cute with those little girls? Well, I don't know how well you can see it in the with the camera, but they're just, you can have them just peek out of that pocket. So that's cute. Cute, cute. So my daughter was going to have like a graduation party with her and her friend, because her friend's graduating too. That's actually her roommate. But she's having her whole family, and she has a very large family, her roommate. And so my daughter was like, I don't think our family wants to be with, all those people in my house. It's just their house is, I mean, it's a great house. It just isn't big enough for tons of people. So, not that our families don't want to be together. It's just too many people for the space. So we're going to come here. So if you don't see me a whole lot next week, just know that it's because I'm doing stuff to get ready for that. My aunt's going to come stay and stuff like that. So if I'm not around, that's why, because I think I'm going to try really hard to get at least 2 videos done. I just can't make any promises. And if I have time, of course, I'll do more. But I just want to throw it out there because I don't want you to be like, where the heck did she go? I'm still here. I'm just running around like a chick with my head cut off. It won't be bad. I mean, we're going to do like I'm trying to decide if you can see me hemming and hawing. I think I'm going to put a tuck on this side, which I wasn't originally going to do, but I think that's what I want to do now. We're just going to get like some catering for food and stuff like that, because we'll be at the graduation and I won't be able to be making food and all that. So, but you still gotta, get some things together. So that's what I shall be doing. I'm very excited and I'm so happy for her. Oh my goodness, she has worked her little buns off, and my son just found out that he thought he was going to have to go an extra year because he transferred, and the program that he transferred into, some of the classes that he thought he was going to have to take, it was going to add another year. So he would have gone to college for 5 years when he was originally only going to have to go for 3. So he talked to his counselor, and a lot of the classes that he's already taken and just everything, turns out he can graduate in 2026. So that'll be 4 years for him as well. Aiden did it in 4 years, and he'll be able to do it in 4 years. So hallelujah for that, because, that's just that. Not a whole nother year of tuition to pay. And plus, it's just nice to get it done. So I have this old postcard of the Redwood Highway. I thought that was kind of cool to put in here, maybe. I want to make sure I don't glue this envelope closed, so kind of want to put something in there. And then I'll let it alone for a bit to dry. I think that's fun in there. And then that top pocket, I made this little, it says V for victory. This is from a book that I have, like a history book. And all the little kids are holding their fingers like a V. And so, yeah, I just thought that was kind of a fun old photo to put back there. And that's going to go in this one up here. Just some different Americana type stuff, I want to put something on this. I'm not sure what. Let's see. See these kids for World War II. It was World War II. I could put one of the, like this lady or something on there. Would work. I want something going this direction rather than, I didn't think about that when I made these. Don't you hate it when you do stuff like that? It's like, oh yeah, you need some stuff going that way. I don't know why we forget to do things like that, or I do anyway. but she'll be pretty on there. Sorry, I usually try to have everything all ready, but like I said, it's been a little kooky around here. Just trying to get all the stuff done that needs to get done every day. I did start yesterday though, and if you guys haven't, I mean, I'm sure you've seen like posts about it and stuff, but I started one of those indoor walking videos because I know you can get like apps for your phone and all that. I don't want to pay for it. So YouTube has the indoor walking. I did one of those yesterday because the weather was just kind of not great. And as you know, I mean, there's tons of people in my neighborhood that walk every single day, no matter what the weather is. But I just am not one of them. So, plus, you know, you've got some arm exercises and all that too. So it's not just walking, which is kind of good. It's good to keep all the stuff going. And I was doing our rowing machine, but that makes my elbow hurt. I know I'm a mess. Stinking arthritis is brutal. So I might see if she'll inject my my elbow too when I go, if it's still bugging me. The problem is I have it all over. I have it in my shoulders, which I know most people do kind of get it all over, but it's not super fun. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, she'll work on there. And I'll end up covering some of the red, but we'll figure out something. We'll put a little something behind her. I like doing these kind of all different pocket pages. They're very fun. And I feel like they work really well in these journals. These flip-flop, big flip-flop journals. I think it might be hard to do in the smaller flip-flop journals, like the skinny ones. I don't know. I've never tried it, but I wish some of these were like Americana. I could add a bit of a letter. What is this? Oh, can't read it. That might work. These are just from Amazon. I just like them because they're nice and thin, and they're something a little different to go under rather than book page. You know, if you just, I mean, this isn't a lot different than book page, but it'll work. Let's do... So yeah, I'm very excited for my kids. They're doing good. My niece is doing good. She's going to come for Aiden's graduation, so I'm super excited because I get to see the baby. I know I should have got down to her sooner, but life just sometimes gets the best of you. So anyhow, didn't get there. It's kind of crazy too, right after a baby's born. I didn't want all of us overwhelming them or him or whatever. So we'll get to see that little guy. He's doing real good. 3 months old today. How crazy is that? How long did that seem like it took? Well, maybe not as bad to you guys, but it felt like an eternity to all of us when we were stressing about getting from, you know, week to week and all of that when she was pregnant. It was a lot. And it felt just, it was just, yeah, scary. Do I want a piece of this down there? I don't know what it is about those cut off things. They always make me feel like they need something underneath. And that's probably just my weird thing, but let's see, do I have any bits that would work? I want to use the same paper. Search for piece. No, that won't work. We need, I don't really want to use fabric, and the reason is because I don't like putting fabric at the bottom of tags unless it's going in like a belly band or something where the bottom's going to hang out, or if it's super thin. Don't know. I don't like that either. I have this, but it's more pink than red. It kind of isn't bad though. Not liking it. Polka dots. It's too dark. Well, isn't that frustrating? I feel like it needs to be something red. I don't know. I might have to come back, revisit that. I don't have any red washi to speak of. We might end up just, I don't know, doing what with that. I have one red, but it's just a super thin little nothing bit. I do like this stuff because it sticks super well. But I don't know if I like that either. That might work. See, this is what I do. Because I've had people say, you chose so fast, or you did that so fast. But there are lots of times when I don't choose so fast, and yeah, it's not fast. It sort of just depends on what it is, and if I find that right thing fast. Yeah, I think I might do that. This is a thin enough fabric. I think it'll be all right. It's not super thick. I mean, it's no thicker than that tape, so I think it'll work. And I'll stitch it and I'll glue it good. So hopefully that'll make it flat-ish, right? We can hope. We can hope anyway. All right, and then this can probably go up at the top, a little piece of it, if I can get it to unattach from my fingers. It's the same one that I used on that other tag too, so that'll look good. I'm gonna ink it, and I think I might just staple it on. I'll still probably end up stitching, but just to hold this on, I think I'll staple it. Yeah, my elbow's all messed up. There, see, that worked. It turned out cute. I don't know why I get myself all wound up over these. But I do. That's what I do. Okay, and then on that, I'm going to put this to cover up the address. And I'm going to turn it into a pocket. So we're just going to do a little bitty thumb notch on this side. Just a bitty bitty one, so we know it's a pocket. And you don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's no rules on that. No rules on really anything when it comes to junk journaling. That's why I like it. Because you can do it how you want, and you can fix just about anything, which is fantastic. Love it. Okay. We're just going to try to cover up most of that. And there's some little pokey out spots, but that's okay. Can't tell what it says. So, yeah, it got up to 73 yesterday, finally. It's just the wind. It's just wind. I have this. You can see my brain's going all over the place, huh? It does that. I'm gonna put a hole. Maybe. Oh, come on. Why is that stuck? Ay, ay, ay. All right. These are just some little tags that were in that authentic calendar paper set that I had. So this isn't anybody's digital or anything. We have this little tiny picture of Abraham Lincoln. And I got that out of that little history book I have. So I'm going to put it on this, because I think that'll look pretty cool. This does need a little ink. And maybe a little label would work, if I can find a little one. A little one. I should see. Okay, I just saw those, yes. I'm like, I know right before I started the video, I saw these. And this is what we need. Oh, I see it. Is that? I don't know what it says. I think it says fulfilled. I don't know. But it's little, so this is what we're using. It'd be cool if it said 15. Lincoln was the 15th president, right? Wasn't he? I have trouble remembering all that. There's been a few. And that was a long time ago that I learned all that. Pretty sure that's right, though. I like that picture of him. Drawing, whatever. It's not a picture. Okay. Oh, you stick down. None of that. We'll have none of that. I've noticed these old envelopes. I think they must, you know, they're probably a little dusty. And so sometimes stuff doesn't want to stick to them at first. And that'll just slide in there, hopefully. Okay. I like it. then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna put in there, huh? That's a whole nother thing. A whole nother one. I could put my eagle. And then if I find some other cool little thing, I can pop it in there. That's what we didn't do this year. Sorry, my radio's on over there barely. I hope you guys can't hear it. I forgot to turn it off, but they're talking about our Idaho steelheads. We never went and watched, that's hockey. And I do like hockey. I don't like a whole lot of sports. I like I prefer going to a football game rather than watching it on TV. That's kind of what my thing is with sports. But I do like hockey. I think 'cause it's so rough. I just like it. These guys are feisty. Not that I want to see them hurting each other. I just am saying. All right. So that can go in there. I could definitely use a little something else in there. I just don't know what, because I didn't, like I said, I wasn't planning on, I was just going to glue it down. And I was like, I could do another something in there. I mean, that's the thing. I think that's why these work so well, these larger flip-flop journals, because you can do quite a bit on these pages that might not fit other places. I put this, well, that's dry while I'm holding that. I'll show you guys. I put this here. I made this tag. This is one of the tags. Oh, I don't know where I put those. I'm never going to remember to show you guys these tags. But anyway, there's tags that match the pockets. And there's not like a perfect one that is this exactly. But some of the pockets I was able to use their same print. Like there is a pocket of this exact one. But I did try to do enough different type tags that, like these are both tags out of that kit. And these papers are in a lot of these kits. So they go well in this pocket, even though, you know, it's not the same print. It doesn't need to be the same print. But anyways. Then I put this here because I just loved it. This was from I think a People magazine from the 60s. And it says, "We the People." I just think that's super cool. I almost had to chop him, but I was able to get it to fit. And then you can write on that side. I thought that was kind of fun. And I added just a strip when I attached this flip out. I did a tuck on the other page. That's what's holding the flip out in, is this tuck. So, and then I added that card, journaling card, guest check there. So I've done a couple things, and I did this. I need something to tuck up under there. That's in the kit, just some fabric. Put that one there. So yeah, I'm cruising along on this pretty good, but there's still lots of things I need to do. What else did I add? That's the big of the little. That was a 50 stack challenge. I think that's, and then this pocket, that's the pocket that looks like that other tag, and it has a tag, a little flag. So anyways, yep, I'm cruising along on this. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. I am really enjoying it. This is like one of my favorite things. I need to fix that so that it stays down. All right, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again soon. Love you guys. Bye.